KirkpatrickPrice began in 2005, and one of the features of our company that really put us on the map was the invention of the remote audit. We were the ones who originally came to the market and said, we can perform 80% of your audit through the Online Audit Manager, and then we'll come on site to perform the things that must be performed in person in order to finish that final 20% of your audit. And it revolutionized the industry. It turned things on its end, because what was expected at that point when we first offered that solution was the expectation that auditors would come for 2 weeks and sit in a conference room charging billable hours with varying levels of experience of professionals in the room. And so companies were really dying for a remote alternative, someone who could work more efficiently and effectively in performing all the testing that could be done remotely while leaving the things that needed to be done for that in-person visit. And now we are in a place where COVID-19 presented an opportunity for this work to be done remotely because of the restrictions and the inability to congregate in some of the physical locations where our clients were. And one of the things that has come out of that is this expectation of the 100% remote audit. And we never tried to do the audit 100% remotely because there are still some things that need to be observed in person, processes to be observed, physical activities, and shoulder surfing time with key individuals during the audit in order to really do a deep dive into what they're doing, how they're doing it, and why they're doing it. And so we weren't able to do that during COVID-19 restrictions, and we're coming out of it with this expectation that it should all be remote. One of the things that we want to share with you are some videos here about the guidance that the PCI Security Standards Council has published in September of 2021 about the times and places that it is legitimate to perform certain functions remotely during a PCI assessment. And I think the guidance is good and applies to this concept of whether or not an audit should be performed remotely. We still stand behind the concept that we invented of doing as much as possible remotely, but we do want to compel our clients to understand why meeting with a security specialist, someone who is a true expert in their craft and working with you directly in person, can be valuable too. But these scenarios have to be discussed and understood to determine which course of action is the best. So we invite you to watch all of our videos on this topic to learn more about whether or not your assessment or audit should be conducted remotely.